So wonton soup. It's not war wonton, so I didn't do no shrimp or all that. It's just wonton soup.
Where's the carrots?
Well, carrots take long to cook, so I just, you'll see them. I grated them like.
I can see.
Yeah.
Almost looks like
Because they take so, I know, they take so long.
I've never had this before that you made it.
See, you can see a little bit of carrot. I never ever cooked it before, but I followed the recipe. Tastes okay?
I don't know off the first bite. You have to wait.
Okay. No, it's hot. Because you cook these until they float, see? Once they start floating, you know that they're cooked. And those rice noodles, I thought they were only 3-4 minutes. I read the other one, that they had 2 different types. This one took like 10-15 minutes. That's why it took these little rice noodles. But you never had udon noodle? Oh my God, they're the best wonton soup here. Yeah, the same ones that they use. Probably could have been cooked a little bit longer, but oh well. Okay, let me see what this tastes like. And I bought 2 thing of wrappers, wonton wrappers. I only used one.
What?
I only used one.
Why?
Because they were so much of them. You should see how many. You get in a little thing. I got an extra one now.
What's in the filling?
Good stuff. I had everything but the rice vinegar, but I don't think it would make, because it just said a drop, and I wasn't going to buy rice vinegar. Filling, ground pork, green onion, real tiny. I cut tiny green onion.
Yep.
Garlic, ginger, soy sauce. They wanted Chinese vinegar. Cornstarch, but I put just a little bit of flour. Sesame oil is important, believe me. Sugar,
Why is
salt,
sesame
and
oil
mix.
important?
Because I did the broth first, and you use, I bought 4 chicken broth, and then I used 2 of the water, 2 water, and then I did garlic, ginger, soy sauce, the fish sauce, just a little bit, chicken, that chicken bouillon stuff, I put a little bit, sugar, and I mixed it, and then the sesame oil was at the end, so I went and tasted it, and I said, I just don't, it's not right. So I put a little bit of that, and you can get a little bit, I think it's $4 for the sesame oil. I put a little in, taste it, 10 times better.
Really?
Oh yeah, really makes a difference. It tastes okay, doesn't it? The best.
Yeah.
Bok choy, broccoli, green onion, celery, and the carrots I shredded, and that's it. That's all it is for, anyway, you can watch my video.
You're not gonna make me do that, are you?
No, guys. But the middle tastes okay, right?
Mm-hmm.
It was everything. I didn't have the cornstarch, and I didn't have the rice vinegar. And then I said, I'm not going to put our vinegar. It'd be too strong. So I just left it out. And cornstarch is like a flour with baking powder.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I didn't know you liked wonton soup. And then a little bit of sugar in both.
What do you mean? I love wonton.
No, Ian, I didn't know if you got no juice though.
I know, we just
That's at the
opened all
bottom.
the noodles.
Juice is at the bottom.
Okay. Well, when you get wonton soup at udon noodles, they do bok choy, celery, and everything like this, and carrot. But the noodles are floated at the bottom, so I'm thinking they must cook the noodles, put it down, and then put the, because you
broth
really
on
got to
top.
dig at them. This one here, it seemed like they all floated. So, because I put it in last, because that was the last thing you put in.
Think Edo would have this if it ever opens?
No, it'll got the fat burger.
Oh,
Or, noodles.
okay.
I don't like the fat. But they do have rice bowl, soup. Instead of noodles, they have rice, and you can get, they call surf and turf, and it's with steak and, beef and shrimp.
Oh, wow.
That's what I want. I already downloaded the app.
Oh, nice. Shows the menu.
I already downloaded it because I want to get points.
We got that free pizza yesterday.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, it was good.
Was it?
It's a free pizza and pop.
In a pop, yeah. For pepperoni, right?
Yeah.
No, but there was pepperoni, Hawaiian, cheese.
Oh, different one.
Yeah.
I should have went over there.
Yeah, that's why I was wondering why you told us and didn't go.
I forgot. When I remembered, it was too late.
I mean, you could have jumped in the vehicle. But it's not bad pizza. I mean, I'd get it again. But it's not Domino's.
Yeah.
Domino's is
See, I
much
like
better.
Pizza 73. Well, actually, I like,
We used to get that a long time ago.
yeah. No, their donair. I like their donair
Yeah?
sauce. Yeah, it's like down home.
Oh, nice.
But no, the best pizza I like is Papa John's. That's my pizza.
Ew.
Oh, yeah.
That's the worst.
Oh, no.
Yeah. It's dry, it's hard.
Someone on Facebook thanked them for having, because their daughter, I guess all the high school students, were there a lot of high school students in there? You guys?
Quite a bit, yeah.
She was gluten-free or something, and they had that choice. And they thanked them on Facebook or whatever
Oh, nice.
for having the gluten-free.
Huh.
Yeah. So how's the crust over there?
Pretty good.
The crust thick, thin,
Thick.
thick
What crust?
On the pizza.
on the pizza?
Oh, it's medium.
Well, I don't like it too thin and I don't like it too thick. That's
I
all.
like really thin.
Not me, see, I don't. I like it in the middle. But this is okay, eh?
Oh,
Raw wonton. They put the shrimp and then they put chicken and then they put the beef, yeah. So I'm gonna call it wonton soup with vegetable noodle wonton soup with vegetable.
nice.
But there's a whole lot of juice in the pot.
Is bro still,
Coming tomorrow again. That's what he says. I'm gonna get a hold of him tonight because if he don't come, I'll go in with you tomorrow and I'll just pick up those 2 things and then I'll just catch the bus and go to Jenny's, like get off at the thing and walk over.
yeah, I'm gonna be there all day.
The bus runs on Sundays?
Number
oh, the
10.
order one. Oh, never mind.
No,
Oh,
number
just the
10.
regular one. Okay.
Yeah. What time do you work tomorrow?
Don't remind me.
11,
No, what I get, 11?
11:30.
11:30. Well, I'll go over with you if you don't come.
Don't remind me.
Because I'm not going to wait for him, and then if he don't come, you know? So 11:30.
8 hours tomorrow.
So you leave, what, 11:15?
Yeah,
Yeah, I was going to say, that sounds like 8 hours.
it is.
But you work until 7:30, and I didn't want soup that late.
Yeah. I'm not looking forward to it. Trust. Not at all.
Oh! That's your guys' pot. So, when we're done, you can put the cover and take it with you. And then put it in your own container.
Sure.
Okay.
Because you'd like to freeze that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And it's filling with the noodles and
It is.
that, eh?
It is.
And all these vegetables.
Yeah, he just grabbed all of the freaking wontons.
Oh, there's
no,
tons.
There's no, look, he says the soup's at the bottom.
Oh yeah, but there's a lot of wonton.
He grabbed them all.
Two plates right full.
Yeah,
Of
he
wonton.
grabbed them all.
No,
Yup.
there's more in there. Come on now.
Nope.
I made a lot.
Nope, he just grabbed them all.
Mm-hmm.
Made a whole meal for
Oh yeah,
himself.
smile over there. He's smiling.
Couldn't grab any of the broth, just had to grab the wontons.
There's tons. Because I can't eat that many of them because, oh my gosh. Filling. Full with the vegetables.
You better, you took it, you better eat it, sir.
I did the celery really thin like that too.
Yeah.
And the bok choy, I used the baby bok choy and I used the white. The only thing I could have put maybe cauliflower to make like a color because like the carrot takes so long to cook, so I just grated them in. Because I want it real cooked good. Would you ever use those rice noodles? They're a pain in the fucking ass.
Mom,
I'll throw them right in the garbage. You should have seen. Remember the shredded wheat that you can get the cereal?
Yeah.
And used to be round and like a hockey puck when it was hockey, but you can get like it's not the Wheaties, not the little ones, but they're like that.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
I think so.
no.
You would
Shredded.
wheat,
Yeah.
but not the small one. They're
The big
like
one.
square.
Yeah, yeah.
That's what those goddamn things are like.
You see how she said, I wouldn't know, but you would, that means you're old.
No, but I don't think, no, but I never bought them. You guys never ate it, so I don't think you know, that's why. I used to like it when it was a circle and you put lots of sugar and then you put milk, but I never bought any. But I think Shreddies I have, but these things are the square thing. Well,
Yeah, what did you buy us?
non-brand ones and put them in
the name brand box.
yeah.
But she would sit there and eat in her own name.
No, I would not. I didn't eat that much. The only cereal that I ate was, you guys didn't like it, was the Robin Hood wheaty things. You didn't like, or the, you know what?
Puff-wheat?
Yeah, I love puff wheat.
You know what she would do with that? She would put canned milk over top of it and put sugar.
Well, of course.
Gross.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, when I was younger, I didn't even know milk came from a jug or a carton. I thought it came from a can. She would put milk and then add water. That's how I thought that's how milk was, yeah.
How'd you find out?
When I went to somebody else's house and realized that my mom was not normal.
It was normal for us because that's how I was brought up. Kind
Well, you know the difference now and you're still doing it?
Yeah.
Like I said, no.
For my coffee and that, I don't put it in my cereal and that, but I don't know.
What don't you put canned milk in? You put it in everything. Yeah.
When they were babies, did you have them on like powder and then move to
No.
the can?
She just put us on canned milk.
No, well.
She wouldn't spend the money on powder.
No. You was allergic to the whey powder and Similac, and they didn't have Infolac and all that back then. Only one, Similac.
Yeah.
It was all puffed out and couldn't burp, and it was just terrible. Mom kept on saying, put her on cow milk. I said, no. The doctor keeps on saying no. Argued with her.
Yeah.
Finally, I got sick and tired, and I did the same thing as what mine was, formula with the milk and everything.
Okay.
She was so much better.
She took it?
Oh, man. Well, she wasn't all white and puffy like up there.
Yeah.
She started getting her color, and so anyway, look at that over there.
I look cute as hell.
Yeah, but you were, you just got done throwing up and everything.
I was always cute as hell. See there?
Anyway,
There,
listen
there.
now. So, then when Bro was born, and we were in the hospital, of course, they give you Similac or whatever, and
Yeah.
I think back then Infolac too.
And he was a menace. And then she thought putting him on cans milk would help. And then guess what? When it didn't help, then
No, but you know what happened? In the hospital, kept on throwing it up. So they tried Infolac,
Yeah.
wouldn't work. I said, I know what I'm going to do when I get him home. Jenny, I didn't even try. I brought her home right away, and I went down and got my kennel. So we're playing bingo tonight.
I know I have have it all set up.
How do they let you out of the hospital with bro if they knew he wasn't eating or wasn't going down?
I didn't tell them.
Oh.
She lied.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, because I was gonna get him home.
She does not like hospitals. So like with Jenny, she stayed in there for maybe not even a day, like one day.
Oh
that's
God,
it.
no.
She was out the next day.
I said I'll bring her in to get the thyroid test. They let me. I said no, I'm not seeing her.
That's just like me. Remember when I left?
Before you were supposed to.
Yeah, it was the next
yeah.
day.
Yeah.
No, it was 2 days
2
later.
days later.
Because they wouldn't let me leave the next day because I was still late. I was still.
Yeah, well, you had a C-section that time.
But I was supposed to stay there for a guaranteed 4 days because it kept opening. But I only stayed there 2 days. The reason why is because I had a semi-private room.
Yeah.
And they went and they switched the person out that I had before, and they put a new person. And Leah was crying, right, throughout the night. Because they don't keep the babies anymore. They make sure it's like the moms. Leah was crying. The person was like going on, check that kid up and stuff and blah, blah,
I would
blah.
have said, oh, good job. Oh.
And then I was like crying, right? And he sleeps through everything. He was in the bed, like over there. He was snoring. Like snoring. And I was like, Ian. And he was not waking up, and I couldn't move. I wasn't allowed to move. I couldn't move. Like, I was not allowed to get up.
Yeah.
And I was like crying, upset.
Well, you should have told me. I would have stayed overnight. I didn't know.
So,
You know, I would have stayed up all night, took care of her. And oh, that woman, look, she would have wanted to be moved. That idiot, that guy tried to do that on the bus. We just got her needle done. 45 minutes on the bus, had to go down to the hospital, the metro about a half hour, then walk to the hospital, get her needle done, and then come back. So 45-minute drive on the bus going on the island because I moved.
Yep.
This guy turns around. Can you shut that kid up? Wow.
oh, I can just imagine what Mom said.
Oh my, well the bus driver, all of them never said nothing. I said, look you. I said, she just got a goddamn needle. Look how hot it is. Like it was really hot.
Yeah.
And I said, she's tired. She's cranky. She just got a needle.
Yeah.
I said, you shut up. I said, you think I'm up here pinching her and making her cry to get you mad?
Yeah. No.
Oh, they know it's a baby. Like
Yeah.
she was only 2 months old, and
Yeah.
he's saying, turns right
Shut
around.
up.
Can you shut? I wouldn't shut up until it got to the bus. I just went on and on and on. You know me. I went on and on and on. Well, he couldn't wait to get off the bus. Bus driver, all of them never said nothing. I think he was too scared to kick me out.
No kidding.
But they knew I was right because
Yeah.
like he didn't say it nice to me. Like he didn't say it nice to me. And Mom was with me, but I didn't let her say nothing. She was quiet.
Yeah.
I was saying it all. Can you shut that kid up? Wow.
Yeah, well, the lady, whoever they transferred into the same room, like, was going and going on and on and on about this, crying, and like I couldn't get up to go get her. She was in the little plastic thing, right?
Oh, I would have
And
said
I wasn't
that.
allowed to move to go get
I'd
her.
say,
I was
look,
trying to
you.
wake him up, and he was dead to the world.
I'd say, why don't you get your ass off the bed and go rock her then? If you want her to shut up.
So I was like,
No, but you know how I got out of there? Because the poor girl, after having you, they kept on trying her with the different Pitocins, and then finally they decided to give her a C-section. She wouldn't dilate, and they couldn't do it, and she was in so much pain, and they kept on coming with pills, and I didn't want them.
Yeah.
I wasn't sore. I said, give them to her, because she's there. Ooh, and she couldn't see the baby because the baby's heart rate, all that, and she couldn't. Oh, she was in pain. And I said, I don't need them. I said, give them to her.
Yeah.
She's the one who needs them. They wouldn't even give her pain pills or nothing. And she's like, and so when I went and got ya, I mean, it was just too noisy. And I just told them, look, I got to get out of here.
Yeah.
And they let me go.
well,
Is it because she still has to give birth? Is that why they're scared
no,
to give?
because here's the
I
thing.
don't know.
People's pain tolerances are all different. Like, you know how, like, a woman can handle more pain than men?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they have to because they don't.
Yeah.
So people's pain tolerance are different. There are some women that.
But they wouldn't give her no pills though.
Well, she might have asked not.
They were no. Tylenol, muscle relaxant, and painkiller. There were 3 of them they would come with.
Yeah, but she could have also not been that far along and just exaggerating it.
No, she already had the kid.
But she might have been just exaggerating.
Oh, I don't know.
Because
You can take this
when
pain.
you have that, sometimes people want to stick on the drugs they give you.
I don't know.
But I do
It was
know.
her first kid. Her and her boyfriend was living out in a van. They were homeless. I think
That's why.
were-
Yeah, she was on drugs then. That's why.
No, but they weren't very friendly to them. You know what I mean? They didn't.
Well, I mean, yeah, but
They were totally
if she
different.
had the kid and she like with me, they had to wean me off of it because they had me
Yeah.
like for the first night I couldn't move my legs at all.
Yeah.
Like I couldn't feel them or nothing.
Yeah.
And it went from a full painkiller to 3/4 to half, and it was getting harder because I was starting to feel everything. But they have to do that.
No, but
And some people don't want.
I don't think
want to
she
feel
was-
the pain
no.
and deal with it.
Yeah, but no, I don't. No. They wouldn't even give her a goddamn aspirin. They could have gave her an aspirin or even just an ordinary Tylenol without codeine. They wouldn't give her nothing. I said, give them to her, will ya? I don't need them. Every time I turn around there, come with those 3 pills. I said, I'm going to shove them up your ass.
You did not say that.
Yes, I did.
No, you didn't. And then they didn't kick you out of the hospital?
No, because they were annoying me. I didn't want the pills, and she's in pain.
Yeah.
And I felt, I got out of there.
I think
Yeah.
she was just exaggerating, to be honest, but that's...
I stayed out, at those days, they had a smoking room, and whenever they were looking for me, they knew where I was.
Just gave birth.
Go figure, he's in the smoking room.
They knew exactly where I was.
That's if they had a smoking room, I'd know where you are too. And if you couldn't find her, just wait 10 minutes and she'll be in
And
the smoking
thank God
room.
I was outside. At least they let us smoke in front of the hospital.
There you go.
Yeah.
So did you have to get the epidural as well with all of them?
No,
No?
I wasn't gonna get that shit.
No?
No.
I did. It kicked in.
Well, you had to.
I know.
Because you were getting a C-section.
It kicked in right away. He put it in, and then he's like, "You're gonna start feeling it right about." I was like, "Oh, okay, I feel it now." And then he just like laid me down,
Yeah, no, I didn't want that.
and then I was falling asleep.
No, my back. I didn't want. Oh, and Alice, she got it and she twitched or something and screwed up her back.
No, no. What it
It
is?
screwed up her back.
No, I'm so serious. Like I don't really have like back pains and stuff like that and
Yeah.
everything. But I promise you to everything to this day, I can tell you the exact spot where it was put.
Yeah.
And the reason why is because every now and then
Yeah.
I'll get a little sharp pain in it.
Yeah, well, she had really bad.
It's just a little one.
She walked
but-
bad and had so much pain. It took years for it to come out eventually, but she still had pain.
Yeah,
in her back.
but you see the thing is it could be a big pain though, but I have really high pain tolerance. You know, when I was sitting there, when we were going to these doctor's appointments on the bus and everything, and I'm sitting there all big, all like, you know, huge and everything, sitting there thinking, you know, in the middle of, you know, June, July, when we were on the bus and stuff, walking up to sitting there thinking, you know, I'm just, you know how people complain for no reason? Sitting there thinking I'm complaining for no reason. No, because she was like 8-9 pounds then.
Yeah. Yeah, I know.
In the midsummer.
And then you have everything else on top of it.
Oh yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
And we don't want to talk about that, but you know what I'm talking about.
But
So you had like
I
almost
thought-
15 pounds she was carrying.
I thought that like, you know, when people are only like 7 months or whatever, I thought, oh, I'm just complaining, I'm just being a wuss because I'm only carrying, you know, like a 4-pound baby or whatever it is.
No.
And then when I find out
Excuse me.
she's like 8 pounds,
Yeah. And then everything else, like I said.
I'm like, no wonder I'm in pain.
Well, she was what, 10 pounds when she was born?
10
Yeah.
pound, 9 ounces.
Yeah. Almost, yeah.
Yeah. At 36 weeks.
Yeah.
Not even full term.
I
That's
had
why. That's
you-
why she was in the
Yeah.
the NICU the first night.
Yeah.
Because they had to check her breathing because she was premature.
Yeah.
But she was a big baby. They didn't even have a bed that fit her.
Yeah.
Because,
you were 36 weeks and 6 pounds. But I didn't have to. They didn't
that's
have
a
to
normal
put
pound baby.
Not really. 7'1", 7'2".
Yeah.
Because I was 36 weeks, but you didn't have to be in an incubator because you're over the 5. You were over 5'9" or whatever it is.
Well, she had to be in one.
Yeah.
And she was freaking 11 pounds up in there. They didn't have a bed for her. Because normally the babies that go in there
and she didn't fit in infant clothes.
No, 3 months.
3 months, yeah.
Yeah, 11-pound baby in there.
Mm-hmm.
The very first time I seen her afterwards or whatever it is, I'm seeing her and she's just laying there on her tummy, right, in this little box by herself.
Yeah.
It's all nice and warm and well lit and everything. She looks peaceful as can be.
Yeah.
And I'm sitting there looking at all these babies around. They're all little and small and stuff. And I got this big baby. She's just massive. She's like this big on the table. I was just like... And there's like all these like little babies.
And premature at that.
And premature. Yeah, 11-pound baby premature. Like people were looking at me probably like I was weird.
Why is that in an incubator? That's what they were wondering.
Yeah.
Oh
telling me I'm not allowed to lift her up. And I was trying, like I had to call the nurses every time I wanted to hold her.
Yeah.
Because they had to put her on me.
Yeah.
I wasn't allowed to move.
Yeah.
Because that's the reason why. Because my things kept opening.
Yeah.
Because I kept trying to lift her up.
Yeah.
That's the reason why. And
But back in the day, when Mom had me, she didn't have C-section, but the other one, they kept her in the hospital for 5 to 7, like Audrey, 5 to 7 days.
Really?
She had 2 big babies too, but 5 to 7, and I think 7 days because Audrey would milk it. You know what I mean? She's not going to go home and have the nurses take care of them anyway. But so when Dad came to pick me up, or Jim up, they had to go and deal with Jenny that's in St. John. So I went out and I didn't need IV because I didn't need the Pitocin, so I didn't have no IV. And I wasn't going to wear those Johnnies, so I went and bought at Byway a medium or a size, like they say, like you're 3 months pregnant. So I bought, because you're going to be as big as when you were 3 months.
Yeah.
So I got pants, top, and everything, did my hair, and I'm sitting there, and Dad comes, he goes, I thought you had the baby. I said, I did. He said, well, where is she? I said, she's upstairs getting washed and whatnot. And, well, are you ready to come home? I said, well, I would if they would let me, but I'm going to try tomorrow. He said, well, Audrey was in the hospital for 7 days. This was like 2 hours after. I went and I went over to the diabetes clinic downstairs, and I said, I don't, because I had her 2 weeks early, and I had an appointment for the next day to go get my blood test and that for sugars, and I said, I want to cancel my appointment. I had the baby. They said, oh, when? I said, oh, it's 7 in 2 hours. That's 7 in the morning, 7:30.
Yeah.
You did? What are you doing down here? I said, I'm going for a smoke. They knew.
They know.
They knew. Everybody knew. Wherever she was, she's going for a smoke. They knew where I was.
Yeah, I wouldn't doubt that. You and your cigarettes.
Yeah.
Did they have a smoking room for when you had bro as well, or?
Yeah, they did. Yeah, but not to any. But at least we could be right at the door.
Oh, okay, right outside.
Yeah.
Didn't have
So
to
I
walk.
mostly spent the whole time there. Because every time I went up to get her, they were doing something. And I said, okay, I'm going back down for a smoke. I'm going back down for a smoke until visitor time.
No, they wanted me to stay for 4 days.
Yeah, well, 7. Can you imagine? 7?
But the only reason
I'd go
is
nuts.
because it kept opening, right? But I asked after that night. I asked after the second night I stayed there, because the girl kept complaining, right? Like,
Oh, you should have had me there.
So I asked, what is it going to take for me to go home? Because I can't stay here. And they said that I had to be able to walk and take a shower by myself.
Yeah.
And I have to have my first valve.
Yeah.
And it I promise on everything, I probably shouldn't have. I forced myself to take my first shower, and that like hurt, like bad. Like I shouldn't have.
You
done
should have
that.
told me. I didn't know. I wasn't even thinking. I thought maybe Catherine or you should have told me because I would have said something to a girl.
And then,
But I would have picked her up too, but I would have said, "Will you shut up? You're waking up this kid. You're making her cry."
and then
And tell the nurse.
I had my first.
She's abusing my granddaughter.
And an hour later, I was gone.
But next morning, I would call the child protection. They have them at the hospital. And say, oh yeah, my granddaughter, yelling and screaming and scaring her and everything. Oh yeah, I'd have her in the friggin' mental health.
And I don't know how he slept through all of it.
Oh man,
He slept through her crying, this woman yelling,
I'm telling you.
and oh yeah, before I went home, because that night, right? I told Catherine about it, and she's like, "Let's get you into a private room," because I was supposed to get a private room to begin with.
Yeah.
Because there's private, semi-private, and then public.
And then the 4 people. Yeah.
And I wanted a private room. There was none available at that point. So they said, oh, maybe there will be one, the next day. And I've been waiting. I was on the waiting list.
Yeah.
And there wasn't one. And so the next day I told Catherine, I was like, I can't stay here like this. Like, if she's going to be yelling like that every night.
You should have told me, though. I would have been yelling at her.
So I talked to the doctor, and I was like...
And her kid was in the room?
Yeah.
Well, I would have waken up her kid, made sure she cried, and just sit there and say, see? Let them both cry now.
Yeah.
Have fun with that.
And then
They would have been too young.
And then sorry, her kid wasn't there. She was pregnant and she was gonna have a kid. That's what that was. Yeah.
Well, why didn't they put her in somewhere else then?
Yeah.
It's not like she had the kid. Put her down in a fucking emergency.
She said that she can't sleep. And
I'd say, look, I'm gonna have you down at the emergency in the hallway, laying in one of them.
Well, I couldn't move out of the bed, right? So, but
you should have had me there. You should have had me there. Look, I would have had child protection. I'd say, you guys, you got to do something with her, because what is she going to do when her baby cries? If this one is annoying her, I don't trust her to do something with the kid when it cries.
Yep.
Well, but the thing is like,
she had to get used to it.
I was trying to be reasonable, because I was sitting there thinking, like Leah was calling, so like she was crying non-stop and she wouldn't stop.
You know what I would say? You know what? Hopefully when your kid cries 24 hours a day, that's what I'd say. I'm putting a curse on you right now. When your kid is born, hopefully it'll just cry, and you don't know what to do. I'm putting a curse on you right now. I would say, my grandmother was a witch, and I'm going to go and I'm going to put...
Okay, all right, we're not getting into family history now. We got bingo to go play.
And I want to smoke.
The important thing, she wants to smoke.
So anyway, see you guys in the morning, and peace, and cigarette time.